I did push the envelope because he has a little coin, so I did say STK.
Period.
And I got. I said STK. Listen. I know what's in the account. Hello. But I still got shut down. And I got shut down, but I was wise enough to go with the alternative that fit my liking. So I said no.
He said you wanted to say.
I'm looking all crazy.
All right,
Thank you for joining us in ATL Vibes.
How y'all doing?
How's everybody doing? Just wanted to say thank you again. This is going to be a great special. It's going to be a more intimate special. We usually do have a guest, but it's just going to be the cast, and I'm super excited. My name is Toya, and we're gonna go around and introduce ourselves. So I'm Toya. Nice to see you guys again.
What's good, Josh? Your boy Callie in the building.
Hi, everybody. It's Miss Kaylee Too Funny.
What's going on, y'all? It's Darius, a.k.a. Dizzy.
What's going on, y'all? I'm new. My name is Yana. Nice to meet y'all.
Hey, Yana.
Welcome, Yana. Welcome.
Yes. So thank you guys again for joining us. Again, like I said, it's going to be a more intimate show today. We're super excited just to get to know. We want you all to get to know us as a cast. Sure. So I'm going to go around the room again. My name is Toya. I was a part of season 1. Now we're back in season 2, so I'm super excited to be here. And I'm going to go around the room. I'm not going to start with introducing myself, but I'm going to go around in the room and everyone can give a little introduction about them and give a little bit about their history and how we came to be with ATL Vibes. And let's start with you, Callie.
Man, so yeah, ATL Vibes. First off, my name's Callie. Originally from Cincinnati, but been down here in Atlanta since about 10, 11. I'm an IT specialist / musician / saxophonist / rapper /
Sex what?
Saxophonist.
Oh, saxophonist. Nah, just
I got jokes already.
I love that.
Hey, what else do I do? Oh, golf instructor too. You know, I play golf as well. So
nice.
yeah, man.
Renaissance man.
I get that a lot.
I love that.
I appreciate that.
I love that.
Yeah, so I do a little bit of everything, but I'm just blessed to be here with my cast members. You know, we're gonna have a great episode. I was more of a guest last season than more of a host, so I'm stepping out and doing a little bit more different stuff. But yeah, man, y'all
come on,
in.
multifaceted.
So I wanted to ask you, Callie, what was your first episode on ATL Vibes?
Damn, my first episode was, I can't remember the guy's name on the spot, but
oh snap!
He was an actor. And Darius was on this episode too. I think he was an actor on. He did Tubi. He did stuff on Tubi.
Was it Rico?
I'm trying to think. Was it
Rico
Rico?
Cassadine?
He was from Memphis.
That was your first show?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I know exactly what you're talking about. The actor from Tubi. I actually I'm having a brain fart right now, so I'm not remembering his name right now either. But he was a great guest. If
let me
back on
ask you
episode
this.
1, then y'all know.
Yeah.
So okay, it was an episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. I'm asking you another question.
Okay.
You said you've been in Atlanta since you were a child, right?
Basically, yeah.
You're originally from the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
do you consider yourself an ATA right now?
Good question.
Yeah, I might as well. I mean, shit, you've been here for longer than 10 years. You might as well consider it. I mean, Cincinnati. I hear this.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
We'll get
I
to-
apologize
we'll
for
get
interrupting.
to-
I apologize.
Hold on.
I apologize.
Hey, hold on. Everybody's gonna get their chance.
I apologize.
You got this vote. So you do consider yourself an AT alien. That's awesome. We'll get back to
I love Atlanta.
yes, me
I
too.
love Atlanta.
All right. Anything else
You
you want to
better.
share with the guests?
I think
No? All right. Well, we're going to get to Miss Kaylee.
Boom. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? It's Miss Kaylee Too Funny from Atlanta, Georgia. By way of Chicago, by way of Mississippi. Cricket letter. I just stopped by to let you girls know I come a long way, honey. I came down here to stir it up a little bit, honey. I'm so glad to be a part of this podcast, honey. I did not see this coming, honey. When the girls called me and invited me on, honey, I said yes, honey, because there's power in your yes. I started from the bottom. Now I'm here, honey. What was the next question?
No, No, we were introducing yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I keep going. I've been transgender since
already.
1998.
Okay.
I've been transgender since 1998. I started like most of the girls on Halloween. Dressed up for Halloween. It was kind of cute. Real big girl. Dressed up for Halloween. It was kind of cute, honey. It went from there, honey. Men opening doors felt right to me, honey. I ain't have to open no doors no more. Moving forward, I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been doing stand-up comedy going on 3 years. Now, the good thing about being a stand-up comedian is I get to bring joy and laughter to other people. The hardest thing about being a trans stand-up comedian is there's really only heterosexual platforms designed for stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. So that's the arena that I've been working in. So when I walk in with confidence, it's like, oh my God, you can't fake it. Like you literally, because after I get off the mic, trans, gays, lesbians are immediately in jokes. You know what I mean? So it's like I have to build tough skin every time I get on the mic, but it made me who I am today.
So let me ask you a question. I love that you, first of all, shared with us your transition journey.
No secrets.
But love that. But being a transgender comedian, when you said that when you come off the stage, they immediately start with these jokes. Do you feel like they're digs, or do you feel like it's just all a part of being comedians? Because the thing with being a comedian, they talk about everybody. You know what I'm saying? Comedians talk about everybody.
True.
They say things that are offensive to every culture, every subculture. But I just want to know, do you feel like it's a personal dig, or they're just weak and need to use that as what's it called? Not footage,
content.
For content.
Now at this point, it's becoming more of an inspiration, right?
Okay.
Because it's like you were not talking about us until I got on the stage.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, some of it can be a dig because they're not jokes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's where the phobia comes in. But what I've noticed is it's just not trans. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Lesbians, gays, not really bisexuals, but lesbians, gays, and trans. So once I get off the mic, it's like all open. Like whatever comes up, drug dealer, you ain't got no tranny drug dealer. You know what I mean? That's not even funny.
You
So,
you down?
well, do you? Anybody? I don't know. How? No. I sell education. I sell beauty. I sell everything but drugs and body.
Drugs back in
So,
Chicago.
No, never.
So my next question is, you said you've been here from a lot of different places. How long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta 3 years.
Okay.
Atlanta's not for the weak.
Okay.
It's definitely not for the weak. And Atlanta make you earn your zip code.
And this is facts.
Facts. Atlanta
is
makes you,
fact.
no matter who you are, gay, straight, trans, bi,
don't- what you
confused,
say,
down
you don't
low.
earn it.
Like you definitely have to
Period.
earn your zip code here. And I'm learning it the hard way, but I'm loving it.
Okay. And I got one more question before we go on to Darius. My next question for you, Miss Kaylee, is what was your first episode ATO Vibes?
Oh, my first episode is now. It's happening right now. Is.
Well, we are happy to have you.
Thank
This is just
you.
amazing because the good thing about our podcast is that we have a variety of people from different walks of life, from different backgrounds, and this is the world, people. This is the everyday life. It's just not one way. It's just not one type of person, and so we want to bring that to podcasts, and I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Darius.
Definitely. What's going on, y'all? It's
Hey,
your boy Darius. What's going
Yes.
on? Hey, y'all probably remember me from season 1. I
Do.
am back, and I am happy to be here. Y'all know me. I'm a little crazy. On Instagram, y'all, I go by Dizzy D Money. A lot of people call me Dizzy, but I go by Darius. That's my government name, y'all. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, as y'all know. Also, I was born in the tray, in the hood. So don't try me, because I don't play that.
Chi-town.
But yeah, Chi-town. So a little bit of what I do is I'm in entertainment, so I do all kinds of things. I do modeling, I do acting, I do music, I do just about anything in entertainment. I do.
You do music?
I do the music. You ain't know I was a singer?
I ain't know
Stop
that.
playing.
Man, all right.
Well, I don't do that as much anymore, so you're
Okay,
right. I don't do that as
alright,
much
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But yeah, I definitely am a singer.
I got you.
I do a little hip hop too, but I bring a lot to the table. I'm a funny guy. I like to make jokes and keep everything in a positive perspective and keep everything funny and live. And y'all know how I get down. Just keep me happy. Don't
Keep me
don't
happy.
you know have me flip and be somebody else
Keep
because
me
I
happy as
can.
well.
That's all. Yeah, exactly.
So I have
Don't come on this show.
happy
Don't
as
come on
well.
this show trying to take over because it ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so
All right, what's your
I
question?
have a question for you, Darius. Number one, because I'm asking everybody this, who is not an original ATLian. How long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for 3 years. This April.
Okay.
This April to be 3 years.
Okay, 3 years and 8. All right, that's good. By way of Chicago, so you're also from the Midwest. So after 3 years of being here, do you consider Atlanta home?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I love Atlanta. Like I said, there's like Katie said, there's a lot of ways to kind of maneuver and make money. And, you know, in Atlanta, there's a lot of black positivity, a lot of black businesses, a lot of good things happening for a lot of brown people out here. So I appreciate that. I love that about ATL. But do I consider this home? No. I'm from Chicago. I'll always be from Chicago. I'm a Midwestern. I
Would
like
you
the
move back?
cold.
That's
Would
why
you
y'all
move
gave
back
me
to
that
Chicago?
look. Okay.
I was considering it. I was actually considering it.
Okay.
My lease is up this April, so we're gonna see.
We'll see. Okay, sounds good. Before I introduce and get to asking our newest member with ATL Vibes, I'm just gonna give a quick brief synopsis of who I am. My name is Toya. I am originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm also from the Midwest. I have been in Atlanta, Georgia now for 8 years. This is my second run here. Prior to that, I lived here for 6 years. I do consider Atlanta home. Atlanta is my home. I would never move back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is too cold, number one. It is not enough. Let me say this. Minneapolis was great. It was great to grow up there. It was great to be educated there. It's great. I've had some amazing experiences, and I'm able to maneuver in the world that I'm able to maneuver in because of that tutelage. However, Atlanta is truly my home. My youngest daughter was raised here. She is very much an ATLian, and I love it here. I came on ATL Vibes last season as a guest. Loved being on camera, loved the vibes, loved the interviews, loved everything about it. And so now I'm a permanent host on the show now, and it's just exciting and just really want to bring this variety to the podcast world, and I'm just excited to do it. Anybody?
I have a question.
Happy to have you.
Now,
baby.
I have a
anybody
question.
have a question for me?
I do.
Real
Of
quick.
course I do.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so your story that caught my part of your story that caught my attention is something I hear a lot. Is that you left and came back?
Yes.
So out of curiosity, what year was your first attempt here?
So I first moved to Atlanta in 2005. I came down when my brother was in college. He is a Clark Atlanta alumni. Hello, CAU. Let's go.
HBCU in the building.
HBCU's in the building. And so
HBCUs in the
that's
building.
how
Thanks for
I came
watching.
down. I came down visiting my brother, and I just felt at home. And sometimes when you get somewhere, you just feel at home. I felt at home. So I moved here in 2005. I moved back home in 2010, and it was not because I wanted to leave Atlanta. It's because my mother became ill, and so I had to go home to take care of my mother until she passed. And every year after that, I was like, I'm going back to Atlanta. I'm going back to Atlanta, and it didn't happen right away. But I ended up back here, and here I am.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes. So I want to now introduce our newest cast member, Yana. And Yana, go ahead and tell us a little bit about you.
What's up, y'all? Hey, guys. My name is Yana. A little bit about me. I'm 27. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a bartender. I'm from College Park, born and raised. A true ATLian. I'm so ATL. I was born at Crawford Long Hospital.
See, I ain't
Yes.
heard of that one.
That's all.
Yeah, it's what Emory is now.
It's Emory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Educate me.
Crawford Long, 97, baby, yes. I'm up and coming. I want to be the best bartender in Atlanta, turn restaurateur, turn hospitality specialist.
Yes.
One thing about Atlanta and Georgia that entices everybody is how homey it is here. You literally just ask everybody, like, do you feel like an ATLian? Do you feel at home? That was your first question because that's what we're known for, Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
So welcome, y'all.
Very
Welcome
true.
to my home.
Yes.
Welcome to my home.
Thank you for having us.
I want to ask you, So you said that you are from College Park.
Yeah.
Now you know it is constantly a debate. You see it on TikTok, you see it on YouTube, you see it on every bit of social media, Instagram, where people are always saying, if you didn't grow up in zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you are not an AT alien. If you lived in College Park, you're from College Park. If you're from East Point, you're from East Point. If you're from Norcross, you ain't even from the A. You were like whatever they say, but
I'm so glad you
it's not.
asked.
So I asked that. No, baby, it's not.
And I'm not
It's
saying
not
this because I'm
Atlanta.
biased.
Yes, but please tell me and just give me your thoughts on that.
So I'm so glad you said that. The zones are Atlanta.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it is commonly understood from people from Atlanta that College Park is included.
Yes.
It's included just Hartsfield Jackson.
Yeah.
It's included just through respect, and it's very much the hood. It's every other part of Atlanta.
Yes.
I get like we got our car stolen out of our garage at least twice.
Oh, Atlanta.
Thank you.
Atlanta.
Flat Shoals, Riverdale. It's
Atlanta.
understood. Marta go through there too.
Yes.
It's Atlanta.
Yeah.
So-
At College Park. I mean, come on. Some of our favorite rappers came out of College Park. Hello.
Thank you.
All right.
And I thought like when you like type in like in your GPS, if you don't put like the neighborhood, if you just put like Atlanta, like it'll still bring you to like all of those surrounding.
Sometimes it depends.
I was like, cause I thought it was all like Atlanta.
Yeah, but
Atlanta.
it
hold
still
on,
does that
guys.
for Sandy Springs, and that's not Atlanta. Anyway,
Okay,
And I live in Sandy Springs. So.
I'm sorry.
But,
Sandy Springs.
but however, when I first moved to Atlanta, I lived in Zone 6. And then I moved to Zone 3. So my baby, she's a zone baby. So
Period.
that's what it is. But thank you all. We're going to go ahead and switch this over to Christian. Take it away, Christian.
Yo, what's up, Atlanta? Welcome to the streets of Atlanta, the segment of ATL Vibes where we keep it all the way real about what's happening in the city. I'm your host, Christian Benoit. Today we have a lot to unpack, from OutKast making history to Jagged Edge. They're hitting their 25-year marks in the game. We're celebrating some ATL legends, but we're also going to ask some real questions. What's up with the NFL players? We're going to talk about why we have city officials and police officers getting arrested and banned from city buildings. Man, the city is so hot right now, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into it. How's it, people? How y'all doing over there? All right, so first up, we got OutKast. Let's give it up for the legends. Man, Andre 3000 and Big Boy, they are officially being inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And there's no doubt that they don't deserve it. They have definitely put Atlanta on the map as far as the culture, and they shifted the culture as well. Now, the real question is, Andre 3000 gonna be there? Like, we all know that Dre has been on his flute vibes. He just been chilling, living his best life. But is he gonna pop out and celebrate this moment? Do y'all think he might hit it with us and, give us a speech? Maybe even do a little performance with his little flute. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments what y'all think Andre 3000 gonna do while they are at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Another shout out to Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige is phenomenal. Mary J. Blige has also been inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She's also on tour right now, so make sure y'all go and check her out. She was in Atlanta recently, and from all the pictures and everything on Instagram, it was a hit. All right, and speaking of legends, let's talk about Jagged Edge. 25 years in the game, and they still one of the greatest R&B groups ever. Don't forget, Jagged Edge brought us hits like Let's Get Married, Promise, Where the Party At. Man, it's a lot of classics that Jagged Edge has brought. Like, a lot of classics. Now, word is that they have a 25-year, they're planning a tour 25 years later. Now, Atlanta, y'all better show up for them. So let's make sure y'all go on Ticketmaster and get those tickets. But let's be real. R&B it's not the same anymore. Like, it's not the same love. It's not really the same energy into it. Are we supporting our legends like we should be, or are we letting a new wave of music take over and push them to the side? Y'all let me know, because I love my old school. I don't know, I'm stuck in the 90s though. Now, we're going to shift the gears a little bit to a little bit of Atlanta drama with the king and queen, Tip and Tiny. I mean, we all know that they've been fighting battles in and out of court. So the real question is, do we separate the artist from the controversy? Because let's be real, T.I. is one of the biggest names in hip hop. He's a major business mogul. He's an advocate for the city. Last month, a federal judge tried to reduce their $71 million payout, $71 million to $17 million. That's right. A U.S. District Court judge, James Selma, issued a tentative order to question the $53.6 million in punitive damages that's owed to T.I. and Tiny. I mean, the judge tried to say that there wasn't enough evidence of bad faith from MGA to justify the large amount of money, but guess what? You can't block what God has for you. I'm telling you. That was denied, and salute to T.I. and Tiny on being awarded the full judgment. Intellectual property is a real thing, y'all. Like, you definitely better know the law and get to understand it. Shout out to them. They're also doing big things in the city, building apartment complexes and a lot of other things. So they definitely deserve it and worked hard for it. Now, we're going to shift our focus to something serious in the sports world right now. Yeah, the halftime show was amazing. The Super Bowl, all of that was good. But we're going to talk about former NFL wide receiver Kadarius Toney. Yeah, I guess where he was arrested at. In Douglasville, in these Atlanta streets on February the 6th. Now he's facing charges of aggravated assault, obstructing an emergency call. Now, according to reports, Toney allegedly strangled a woman in his home on January the 14th. It was his girlfriend. Apparently he got mad. There was some visible injuries according to the reports. So, I mean, we can't speculate what really happened. But it was said that he strangled a woman, prevented her from calling 911 by taking her phone. He was released on a $50,000 bond the same day that he was arrested. Now, he was drafted to the Giants. Just a little bit about him. He was drafted to the Giants in 21. He had some stints with Kansas City Chiefs, where he contributed to 2 Super Bowl victories, and the Cleveland Browns, who released him in December of last year. So he just got released. Now, his career has been going up and down with injuries and off-field issues and apparently some other issues. Now, this incident actually brings concerns about the conduct of professional athletes, y'all. Like, their impact on and off the field. Sometimes public figures don't really realize the impact that they have, and that they're also still humans in a sense, and they are ATLians, and we gotta be mindful of these things because there's a bigger radar on them. Now, it also, because they've been successful, it still don't put them above the law a little bit. So sometimes, you gotta remain humble and do what you do. And always, we're gonna keep y'all updated as details emerge on this. Now, all right, y'all ready for the topic of the night? Can y'all hear me? Turn your TV up a little bit more. We're going to get into some real tea. What's going on with Atlanta law enforcement officers as well as the city officials? What is really going on? We have police officers getting arrested. The mayor of South Fulton, his power is being restricted by the city council. Just yesterday, this man couldn't get in nothing related to work. They blocked his access to everything. He's been barred from city buildings. Went to work to show up, and no, you can't get access. Access denied. Now, when you start seeing city officials and law enforcement officers getting arrested, you got to ask the question, what's really happening behind the scenes? Is it about this corruption, mismanagement, power struggles? Because from where I'm sitting, to be honest, it looks like a leadership crisis. Like, there's no real leadership explaining, checking for understanding, making sure that, the city officials as well as law enforcement officers have a full understanding, and also making sure that we're holding them accountable too. Now, when leadership don't properly communicate, when leadership don't properly communicate and explain their plans, things do tend to fall apart, and that's what we're seeing right now in Atlanta. New policies are being pushed, decisions are being made behind closed doors, and the people, the very ones that put these people in office, we are left confused and frustrated. But the real question is this whole incident a misunderstanding, or are we looking at something deeper? Are the arrests and the restrictions that's being made, are they being done for the good of the city, or is this a sign of political revenge, hidden agendas, and personal beliefs? Because, yeah, one of the biggest stories, and it's messy, but it's happening right now in South Fulton with Khalil being restricted. Now, they said he spent $26,000 without the city approval. Now, this was over a span of a couple of years. So, member of the council, Helen Willis, y'all already know, she told Fox 5 Atlanta that Mayor Khalid even used a card to fund trips overseas, including a trip to Africa. The mayor called these trips international trade missions. Willis says that that contradicts the city's economic development plan. That plan does not have anything in it that recommends we should be pursuing international trade and commerce at this time, Willis said. But I don't think she really fully understood his message. I listened to his interview. You guys can go and check it out on the Big Tigger Morning Show, the full interview. But he was basically saying what he was trying to bring to South Fulton as far as jobs, doing commerce, trade, instead of just warehouses and factories. So he want to actually increase and expand the Black American dollar in the community. Like, he's really trying to do things to grow it, but we're saying that he misspent money. Now, it goes back to a leadership thing. Did his leaders really set him up for success by explaining to him, hey, this is this, or were they just go do this, and now they don't like how he spent the money, or they don't like what he did? He explained on his trip to Africa, he spent $7,000 on his trip to Africa for 21 days, $7,000. He said other council members go on 4-day trips to Miami and spend $4,000. So where's the disconnect here? I mean, is it because he went to Africa? Is it really because he's trying to do other things to improve and expand the Black community and kind of add some wealth to it? But, I mean, was he right or wrong? Is this a necessary move to remove bad leadership, or is this about keeping the power in the hands of a few? Now, we're going to get in, I mean, we're not going to ignore the racial and economic impact here. He's been very vocal about strengthening the Black businesses as well as the Black dollar in South Fulton. Now, whenever we see a Black leader trying to make major changes, suddenly they get blocked, investigated, arrested, anything to stop them. But hey, if we listen to his message, are we taking the time to really understand what he's trying to do in the Black community in South Fulton? Or are we letting the headlines fool us? And also, you know, his peers, are we trying to get rid of him because he's doing the same thing that you're doing, but just doing it a little bit different? I mean, y'all let us know. Tell us how y'all feel about it. Now, I don't know. Law enforcement in Atlanta seems like they are above the law. Forget the football player, Kadarius. Yeah, he's an NFL player. I mean, that's kind of expected, but not expected. Now, we talk about cops going to jail. It's either one or two things happening. They finally get caught doing something dirty on a job, or somebody higher up wanted them gone. But Atlanta has definitely had its fair share of corrupt cops. The city has definitely been dealing with some issues with police misconduct, abuse of power, straight up crime happening in the department. But at the same time, we also got some good officers. Shout out to y'all that show up to do your job, and you don't get caught up in the politics and literally take care of the people. Now, a Forest Park police officer, he's been arrested, guess where, y'all? Sandy Springs. Now, you know not to come to Cobb County playing. But anyway, he's been arrested by Sandy Springs police on charges of him harassing an ex-girlfriend. The Sandy Springs Police Department received a call on January the 28th from a woman who said her boyfriend was harassing her. Of course, y'all know that they're going to investigate it, and it revealed that James Cameron Kia of Roswell allegedly harassed the victim on several occasions. Officers arrested him on February the 7th. He's been charged with counts of computer invasion of privacy, 3 counts of computer trespassing, 2 counts of identity fraud, 1 count of forgery, and 1 count of possession of cocaine, all felonies. 1 count of stalking, which is a misdemeanor. That should be a felony. He is being held, guess where? In the Fulton County Jail. Now, the question is, are these arrests a part of a much needed cleanup, or is this just political maneuvering? I mean, we're going to keep it 100. When we start seeing police officers, politicians, city officials getting arrested and removed, that means that it's a war going on behind the scenes that we don't really know about. And the bigger concern is, how does this affect the people of Atlanta? Are we getting safer streets out of this? Are we seeing more funding for black businesses? Or is this just drama that's in high places where regular folks continue to struggle and we're blind to what they got going on? And speaking of the struggle, let's talk about the real impact of all this political drama, and something that Khalil was also speaking on and talking of in the black community. When they start thriving, people start suddenly losing property. Now, businesses have been around for years and then shut down over technicalities. Homeowners get hit with unfair code violations. Rent prices go through the roof. Gentrification sneaks in. Suddenly, the block does not look the same anymore. It's happening right now in Atlanta, and that's what Mayor Kobe, that's what his other name is also, Mayor Kobe. That's what he's talking about. And on his platform, KobeCares.com, there's important resources that can actually help us protect our own. Also, being educated on our rights, financial literacy, and on how to fight back against these property takeovers and growth in the black community. Because let's be real, if we don't do anything, we don't control anything, and that's if we don't own anything, we don't control anything. And that's exactly what some of these people in power want. Now, we're going to sum it up. Atlanta's law enforcement and the city officials, they're facing major legal issues. The mayor of South Fulton is losing his power, but his message about the black dollar and economic empowerment is getting ignored. So, yeah, do y'all think this is a necessary cleanup? And tell us in the comments, drop in your comments. So let's talk about it, because one thing is for sure, the bigger picture is way bigger than a few arrests. It's about the future of Atlanta. Now, we're going to talk about some events that's going on in Atlanta. If you're looking for where to be in the city, we're going to put you on real quick. Atlanta stays active, and y'all know we like to be outside, so make sure y'all follow us too, ATL Vibes. And we got some big events happening. There was a ACTV watch party. We're going to go a little bit deeper into detail soon. There's every Wednesday Sweet Karaoke Lounge. Go to the Sweet Lounge. There's crab legs and karaoke every Wednesday. It's hosted by the beautiful Lola Sparks. Shout out Lola. She's my host as well for other things. And it's definitely a vibe and a move, you guys. The city stay lit, so make sure you guys stay in the loop. And before we wrap it up, since it's Black History Month, we're going to leave with some real talk. The simple lessons. Kendrick Lamar, don't let people play in your face. Beyonce, create what you want and stand on it. Doechii, once you stop playing about you, your life definitely changes. Chris Brown, if your talent is undeniable, you've been canceled. You've been canceled. The people that canceled you, they gonna watch you win. So here's a real question I'm going to leave with y'all before we go. Who was the first black millionaire and what made them successful? Drop it in the comments and let's talk about it. Again, who was the first black millionaire and what made them successful? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. And that is it for this episode of Streets of Atlanta. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back next week with more unfiltered convos. Until then, tap in, stay woke, live life, love life, and we're going to pass that thing back to ATL Vibes. Y'all make some noise and follow us, baby.
Yes, Christian, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christian, for filling us in on the streets of Atlanta and letting everybody know what was going on from the top to the bottom. We love that because Atlanta is always something going on around here. Absolutely. So real quick, I just wanted to go into just a couple trending topics that we have going on that are kind of national. One of them was local, and it was regarding a teacher over in it was a tragedy over at Lake Oconee, and there was this teacher who she was a Spelman alumni. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm so sorry. Look at me. Okay, so sorry. Let me stay professional. It was a Spelman instructor, Miss Jocelyn Wilson, and then there was a coach from Westminster, which is a prestigious private school in Atlanta, where a real good girlfriend of mine, she works there, and her children all attend there. But his name was Gary Jones, and there was an incident where they were on a boat together, and the boat, we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened with this incident, but they found Jocelyn Wilson's body recently, but they still not have recovered Coach Gary Jones's body. And so it's just one of those real tragic things. And you hear about these lake tragedies, like the lake that is here that is possessed.
Lake Lanier.
Lake Lanier. You hear about things like that with Lake Lanier all the time. But this situation over in Eaton, Georgia with Lake Oconee, it's just a tragedy thing. And we are just praying for those families. And we hope that they do find Mr. Jones's body, pretty soon. Because that is just a horrible, horrible tragedy. But I just wanted to touch base on that and just give a shout out to those that are mourning those individuals.
Absolutely. Did the boat capsize, or what happened to the boat?
They don't know what happened to the boat.
So they haven't even found the boat or anything.
They have not located the boat. They said they have located the boat. They said it came back, it was an empty vessel. So they don't know what happened. People said that they were, they saw them together on the boat. The gentleman's body hasn't been recovered. Miss Jocelyn Wilson, her body was recovered just a few days ago, and so that's what happened. Just really eerie.
That's
and
scary.
it's scary.
Yeah, that's
just
weird.
really
And it
weird.
didn't even happen on Lake Lanier. So
Exactly. And, we all know that history on Lake Lanier, and we're going to tap into that because, honey, they got a documentary on that right now.
I just watched it.
Did you watch it? I haven't seen it yet. We're going to have to talk about
On
that because I
Netflix,
haven't seen it, but I heard it was really good. And I heard it's controversial. We probably can't get into that on this show, but definitely we'll have to tap in that on our After Dark so we can say what we want to say about that controversy with Lake Lanier. So the next thing I wanted to talk about real quick, can we get that photo of Wendy Williams? My idol. Okay. So Miss Wendy, I love Wendy Williams so much. Wendy, as we all know, Wendy has been in conservatorship for a while, which means that she has she doesn't have control over her finances anymore. They have her locked away. She's only able to talk on cell phones, and it's being monitored. And all these just really strange things. I know we knew about Britney Spears being in a conservatory, and now she's out. But now we got my good sis Wendy in conservatory, and I hate that for her. But what they just found out, what came to light recently, was her son, Lil Kevin, her only son. He was the one that was started. The reason why Wells Fargo locked her accounts up is because the boy was misusing her money, taking out these massive withdrawals. And the things with banks, when they see that you're having these things that are going, these unauthorized charges or massive money coming out of your account, they'll freeze the account. And so Kevin, one time he wanted a boat. He was supposed to get this boat for his birthday, $1,500. Instead, he took out $113,000
good party
of his mother's money.
Excuse
That
me.
ain't affect her no kind of way.
Excuse me. What you mean it ain't affect? It affects me.
Hey,
It's
that's
my
what
hard-earned
you-
money.
you,
my money.
but not good old Wendy.
my
So
money.
in fact, it did. That's why she's in conservatorship, and that's
yeah.
why she doesn't have control.
Well, no,
of
it didn't
funds.
affect her. It affected her bank.
Oh, no, no.
Banks will do that because that's what banks do. Banks will do that to anybody's account.
That's
if they
not-
see you taking out money, I worked at a bank for 4 years, baby. I know.
And I worked at a bank.
If they
too.
see you taking
I was
out,
a loan officer.
if they-
So
okay.
get into it. Yeah.
Cool. So
I worked
was
at
a
a bank
branch manager,
too.
and if they see you taking out any lump sums of
And what
money
branch
that are weird, that are not normal, they will freeze your account and call you and be like, "Hey, did you authorize this?" Or "Hey, did you do this?" Or "Hey, did this? Are this supposed to happen this way?" So, like I said, I don't think Wendy would be affected by $100,000, even though that's not right. I mean, that's her money. But like I'm saying,
I
probably
think
didn't
she
even know.
would.
You think so?
Well, actually, not because
The-
shit.
Wendy got good money.
The point
Big
is,
money.
this
Dude.
is why she does not have control
Right.
over her money anymore because of the conservatorship. And because her son, this is what happened. Her son alerted the situation, and that's when they froze everything. And now she no longer has control over her finances. Yeah.
My own seed is crazy. I can't believe.
But
How
you don't
dare
think
you?
you don't think that the documentary that she did didn't have anything to do with it, y'all?
I feel like they've been trying to kind of set her up for a while though.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they were
That's
trying to.
real.
A lot of people were trying to
Because
shut
ever
her up.
since she fell out on that show that she did when she was wearing
On
the
Hot
knee-
97? Oh, no,
No, it was on
when
her
she
own
passed
show.
out on the Wendy show. Yeah.
Because you know
I
it was
remember
like,
that.
oh,
Yeah,
she
it
on
was so
drugs
sad.
or she's doing this, she's doing
It was a
that.
Halloween special.
That was medical.
It was.
Right, you
Yeah.
know
That
what I'm saying?
that was
But it
medical.
wasn't
She had that
until
story.
like they
That was
found
medical.
out more details about it. But initially they was saying like, you know, she was cracked out, you know, doing something that she wasn't supposed to be doing.
Well, you know, the one thing about her, she's so transparent. I read her book years ago when she talked about her drug use. She's always been transparent about the things that she did. And that's
Right.
why it was so easy for her to pull up dirt on everybody else. And that's why I loved her so much. But it just goes to show you that people can get in your lives and misuse and misabuse and people that you trust, and you trust your family. I trust my kids. I know that that's something that she wasn't looking for, and on the interview that she had with on the Breakfast Club the other day and on TMZ the other
Yep,
day,
I was
she
about
was
to go
just
with that.
saying how she was like, my son, what he did was horrible. It was horrible. She's like, I don't feel like he's a horrible person.
Right.
She said, but what he did was just horrible to me. And that kicked off that conservatorship. And it's just sad. And free my girl, Wendy.
Did she ever cam up though?
Which,
When she did the interview, did she ever cam up like it
She was in the window. Remember, did you see it?
No, I just
Okay,
heard the
Google
voice
it.
thing.
She
yeah.
was in the window. They had her on the phone.
Crying.
She was in the window because she's not allowed to leave. So she was on the phone. They had like some people like recording her from the window. But when she was on the Breakfast Club, everything was just audio.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it
The
was
Breakfast
audio.
Club.
Yeah, it was audio. And then TMZ the other day, they just were able to. She was speaking out the window when she was talking to Charlamagne.
Because I believe in AI.
messy.
Yeah.
I believe in AI.
Yeah.
How you doing?
But you know, that's really interesting because when you think about family and stuff, and you want to be able to trust your family, you want to be able to look out for folks, but like, it really goes to show like, who raised you? Not to say that she's not raising her kids. No, see, like, so for example, when my mama, like, she's like, you know, don't take my last soda, don't take my last cookie. Of course, you know, years ago, I'm grown now. But years ago, like, don't take my last cookie. Who drank all the juice? Exactly. It's like you have this sense of entitlement from your parents. When your parent is a super celebrity or been in the public sphere for decades, because, you know, Wendy Williams
she
came
was on
from
drugs.
radio journalism and yeah, like
Raising my
the
kids.
money was there. It's like, okay, well, that's my mama. That's, you know, how is that okay? Just because your mama is Wendy Williams doesn't mean it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't make it okay. And
It's
as a
wild.
parent, it is like even more devastating because again, I raised you. Why would you steal from me?
Why
And if
would
you
you
steal
steal
from
from
your
me?
mother, you'll steal from anybody.
Amen.
And it was kind of sad because she was kind of praising him and saying like she wanted to be off the conservatorship because of him. You know, she wanted to be able to provide for him, and she said she wanted to buy him like a Ferrari if she wanted to. You know, she wanted to be able to do those things for him. And to find out weeks later that he did that, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah,
Kind of ain't
so
cool,
it's
man.
bad.
So
So I just wanted to touch base on her because Wendy's my idol. She's one of my journalist idols. I love her. So she,
been in the game
but
for a while.
free Wendy. We hope you recover, and hopefully they got crazy Britney Spears out of conservatorship, and I'm tired of seeing her shake her tail all over Instagram with itty bitty panties. So free Wendy, okay?
Amen.
Okay. So now, real quick, I want to switch gears because, as I said at the beginning, this is our Valentine's Day special.
Ooh.
This is our intimate
Thank you.
show. It's our Valentine's Day special, and we just kind of wanted to talk a little bit. We got a few topics about Valentine's Day, and one thing I wanted to do is speak on the history of Valentine's Day and how that came to be in most countries. So Valentine's Day was originated as a Christian feast day to honor a martyr by the name of Valentine. Now, this is the interesting part. The Catholic Church named it because 2 martyrs were executed on February 14th. So it did not become a day or something that was associated with love or relationships until the 14th and 15th century. And then people started getting into the whole Cupid thing, the heart thing, the love thing. But to know that it was initiated behind executions is interesting,
that's
right?
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
instead
really
of couples, it
interesting.
was a
Always a
couple
couple
of
behind
murders.
But I know
They
people
did
that
a
are
movie
die
about
for
it,
love.
actually, years and years and years ago. The movie's probably about 20 years old now, but it was called like Valentine's Day, and it was kind of based off of like that. So
Was it a horror
was a
movie?
Catholic movie?
no, it wasn't. It was like a horror movie.
It was a horror
Yeah, it was
movie.
like a horror movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
I'm
called-
like,
it's
it
called
was
like
a Catholic.
Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm
it,
like,
like,
it was a
it's like
Catholic
shows
movie
like
about
that.
because this was
Like
about
kills,
these people getting executed,
Yeah.
and they executed them. So I was like, oh my god, it was crazy. But it's just interesting to know and to get background on things that we celebrate or things that we participate in, because sometimes we don't know the history to things and we just jump in and we're like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, and so it's just really interesting. But I found that interesting to learn about that Valentine history, and I'm like, excuse me, but you know,
We're
it's
here.
always something with people, with
We are
the
here.
people.
Look, we can
and
transform
it's been turned
anything.
into something cute and something
Yeah.
fun and something
Yeah.
loving,
Something
and
everybody
so we all have our own Valentine's Day topics, and I want to go down the line. Callie,
Oh, it's
what's
finna
your
get juicy,
Valentine-
y'all.
What's your
get juicy.
Valentine topic? Yes.
So my topic is, what is a perfect Valentine's date to you?
Ooh, pray tell. And this is
Everybody-
good. I don't want to cut you off,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this
yeah.
I want to say this. It's great to hear from a heterosexual man what a perfect Valentine date is to him, because we don't know Valentine's Day. Women are so into
And
it.
we are so sick of that. We're going to get into it. We are so sick of women not doing anything for the men and expecting
Sweetest day.
So
everything
we'll get back to that.
Sweetest
We'll get back to
day.
that. We'll get
But
to
that,
that.
but I
Yeah,
love
make
that.
that
But I
up.
love
Sweetest
that.
day.
Make that up.
So go right into it. Go
Nobody
into it,
died for
Callie, and
Sweetest
tell
Day.
us what a perfect Valentine Day is to you.
Man, okay, so like, I guess a perfect Valentine's Day, and this doesn't have to necessarily just be Valentine's
But
Day.
this
you
is
know?
Valentine. We're talking about Valentine.
But because it's the special and everything, we're gonna go just strictly off of like Valentine's Day. So I would see like myself, okay, picking up some flowers for, you know, my date, getting her like, you know, her special favorite candy, you know, ordering some type of reservation for like some type of restaurant that she would enjoy, you know, that we both could, you know, find a specialty in later in the evening. You know, I'm gonna put that smell good on, put that feel good on. You know what I'm saying? You know, cause it's, you know, it's special. You know what I'm saying? You
Perfect
create
date.
a memory. Yeah, you create a
Perfect
memory
date.
with you and this other person. So, you know, I'm picking the date up. I'm gonna surprise her with the flowers. You know, some type of candy that she likes. You know, we're gonna pop up on the reservation of the spot we go to. Have a nice little conversation. You know, get to know each other more if we didn't know each other already. You know.
Then what?
Oh, we get into the
I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
And because it's our Valentine special, I got a Valentine for you.
Thank you, Miss
Yes. And
I love
so, look,
Crunch Bars. One of my favorite candies of all time. So.
this is what you do. Find out what your Valentine like.
Hey, get my bag.
But hold on. I want you to I want to show you something else. Remember
she
you
got
said
some more stuff.
remember you said something smell good? These are all fragrances. But they look like candy.
Oh, that's hard.
You know, I work for Bond Number 9, so
Oh, that's
there you
hard.
go.
What is that? Is that candy?
They're fragrances.
Oh.
I work for let me give you a history real quick.
Look,
Wait, she
she
I worked for Bond Number 9.
see that.
Move your hands.
And
I
this
work
is
for
why-
Bond Number 9.
Yeah.
We are a niche fragrance house. We sell very expensive fragrances. They start at like $460, and so that is his.
Thank
Get your
you.
own. And
I would if you would
and
have
I
gave me
was,
some.
but he was the one that was on my list.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it wasn't
okay.
you.
Right.
If it was you, you would have got one too.
Fair
But
game.
anyways, it's a few different fragrances
check
in
it
there.
out. I'm
Check them
excited
out.
now.
Be careful because
Is it edible?
That is
They're
really
fragrances.
sweet. I'm really
and they're-
touched.
let me
That
show
is
you
really
something.
thoughtful.
Let me just show you something. They're glass, so don't drop it.
Oh no, I'm gonna be
Because
extra
look, they're
careful
fragrance
with these.
samples. So look.
You sound like somebody's mama.
Listen, that's why I'm falling out.
You keep on sounding like
It got
somebody's
real
mama.
preschool
What y'all
here.
don't see is
Oh, look
Toya
at
is
that.
Oh,
really
okay,
touching
thank
on
you.
right
I
now.
said they're
Thank you.
fragrance samples.
Thank you.
So check
Thank
it.
you. It was wrapped like a Twizzler.
Because they're,
what they call them
because
things?
they're-
Tootsie Rolls.
Because
Like
they're
a-
shaped, they look like candy.
Oh, yeah,
And that's why I
that's
put it.
Yeah.
It was
That
fitting.
smell good.
That's
I'm
a good
talking
idea.
Oh, that was intentional? You wrapped it?
No, the brand I work for, I work
Wrapped
for Bond
it.
Number 9. That's
Yes.
the fragrance house. This is what they do.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
And this is why we not doing nothing for them all year, because that level of thought and intention and care all year.
you
Forget
forgot- if I
forget
was doing-
Valentine's Day.
Valentine, which I'm not on this. I would have got her something equally as nice. You know?
That is so
There you go.
thoughtful.
Yeah, it's a thought. It's a thought.
If you give me something nice, I'm gonna give
I
you
shot
But
within
don't
my
that- but don't that
budget.
smell
Head
good,
up.
though?
It smells amazing.
They
Don't
told
that
me
smell
it was a
good?
certain
It smell like
budget.
$460 worth.
Period.
I'm mad,
They
though, 'cause you
did.
didn't
They-
mention
they-
that when you was
baby.
talking
So the
about.
person that you
What?
picked, Callie, got a nice gift then,
I
right?
did. Yeah, I got a really good gift.
So
I'm
moving
mad, I ain't
forward,
mad.
Kaylee, Miss Kaylee, please tell us what your topic is for Valentine's.
Okay, mine is worst Valentine's. Yes, I want to do worst and best.
You want to say the
Yes,
best for last?
yeah.
Say the best
Go
for
crazy.
Yeah,
last?
I want to
Yeah.
say my best
Say
for
the best
last.
for last.
Please,
But
give
let's
us a
start with
palate
my
cleanser.
worst. Do we have those pictures? Can we pop those?
pictures too?
Yes, from my worst Valentine's
You got
goes back.
evidence.
I got evidence.
Oh,
my
Lord.
worst Valentine's goes back to 2010. Now, in my defense, it wasn't horrible. You know what I mean? But it happened. I got invited to a hair show with an award-winning hairstylist in Chicago.
Okay.
Cool.
So the hair show was like three.
Which one is it?
This is the hair. This is us. Okay, so the one to the left is King James. Rest in peace, King James. He's the one that that does hair. So he's won $10,000 hair shows, $8,000 hair shows. He performed. He did a hair show for
Is he
Nicki
the one with the
Minaj.
hat on?
With no, to the left with the
in the
white, the
right,
big,
in
the,
the white.
the bigger
Okay.
person in the
Okay,
picture.
and you said rest in peace.
He rested. Yeah, he passed away. But yeah, so he does hair. So he invited us to go to a hair show for Valentine's 2010. So we go. It's like 3 hours away or whatever, right? Y'all, we get there. I'm done. As you see, you know, I lost weight since then, but I'm done. It is a church hair show. And when I say a church hair show, it is a church. They got robes on, like the models have.
And look at you.
Yeah, baby. And when I stepped in, my face
Look at-
dropped because it's like welcome to 1 Corinthians hair shows, you know, something like
But you
that.
love church, so what makes that bad?
I wouldn't have wore that.
You got set up.
Yeah, it was.
got
Wait,
set
Yeah, but he didn't know.
Oh.
He didn't know. He didn't know that it was a church function.
Wait.
You can't tell me that's
How
not
did he
Sister
not
Kaylee
know?
right there.
But see,
did
that's
not know.
Sister Kaylee right
no,
there.
that's too.
kinda
That's
bad.
inappropriate. I'm a church girl. Like I grew up
Yeah,
in church.
yeah.
Ever since I became trans, I stepped away. But now I'm back in. I go to a church here that's very trans friendly. Shout out to Vision Cathedral. You know what I mean? But I would never dress like that.
So you felt so like Callie said, you felt set up.
Because he didn't know.
How did not know?
He didn't know.
Look. He couldn't read. See, that's what, man.
What? You already said it. We heard it in the mic, baby. She didn't want to put him on blast. It's okay.
That is
We
going
won't
to be
say it out
another
loud.
topic.
But,
No, but literally did not know.
I think he did. I think he
What
did.
he
I promise
was
you.
able to do,
Did not
which
know.
is very
Didn't know.
important.
Wait, but was
People
it
should-
not know.
actually a good date though? Like,
And okay,
come as
you
because
are.
okay, so what happened
Yeah, you gotta
what
set
happened
me down.
is it set me down. You know what I mean? So I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't be walking around. I couldn't let my hair down. So okay, so let's move forward to best.
Wait, before we get there, I got one question. Was that your dude?
Oh no. Oh
Okay,
no.
so
Oh
it
no.
wasn't a date. It was you guys were their mutual friends.
Yeah, it was well.
See, I'm tired of you.
Okay, so
I'm
first
tired
of
of
all,
you.
let's be clear. let's be clear
She
because
said
I have this a lot.
I love grown folks' business.
Yeah, real talk. Because I am literally a lot of times I've been the third wheel on Valentine's Day. Like my
Okay.
play sons are in relationships.
Okay.
Mom, I don't want you to be along on Valentine's. Do you want to join us?
Okay, so
and
you
it
guys
be
were there.
and it
You
be.
guys were there as a friends. You
Yeah.
weren't even there as like a date.
Oh no. I can't
That
take.
don't count.
Why? That's a date, baby.
But
That's
it's
a
still
Valentine's
date.
Day.
It's still a date, so it's
Absolutely.
not. Okay.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to
Yeah,
clear that up because I didn't know for sure. But thanks for clearing that up. So next,
Oh
tell us
yeah.
what your best was.
Okay,
Come
so
on.
my best does
Happy
involve
joy.
a date.
Oh,
Since
I
everyone.
love that. I fixed my
Everybody-
year.
So my best was February 4th. I'm not going to give the guys a year because a lot of people from Chicago will be watching this. But February 14th, one of our mutual friends I've been knowing a while, a gay guy. Whew, God knows I'm not really attracted to gay guys, but a gay guy. He called me on Valentine's. What are you doing? You know, who's your Valentine? I don't have. Well, do you want to be? Wait, do I want to be what? do you want to be my Valentine? I'm like, are you serious right now? He's like, yeah. Do you?
Was it somebody you liked?
No, but somebody I knew, but I liked his man part because he was hung like a horse. I can't
It's
say
a
that.
friendly show.
Well, that was friendly. Hung like a horse. You gotta
No,
Google that.
you didn't cuss. You good?
Right, no cursing.
Okay, you didn't cuss.
So,
You good.
so I knew what he was working with, but I wasn't attracted to that type. However, to be like, I was a big girl. You saw the
it
picture.
was a mutual advantage.
I was
Yeah.
a big girl, so I like what like me. Hello. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when he called and came up with the sign, I'm like, well, sure, you know. So I went over to his house. We got tipsy. And what turned me on was when he said, I'm not going to touch you tonight.
Oh, that's my favorite. Oh,
I'm not going to touch you tonight.
oh, it's my
And we
favorite.
ended up being together over 4 years from that moment. Over 4 years, we were engaged. Unfortunately, it ended because I'm an only child, and my mom literally set us down. And my mom said, once she jumps the broom, she is no longer my responsibility. She becomes your responsibility. So whatever happens, you guys have to figure it out. And he couldn't do it. It was too much for him.
So on a light note,
But
like
Valentine's-
you said, it was a beautiful day.
Oh,
because
beautiful.
You guys had a great time. It was unexpected.
Unexpected.
And you
Yes.
guys in a relationship flourished from that.
4 years.
I love that.
4
That's
years.
really
And
cool.
you
That is
didn't give it
awesome.
up on the first day.
Yo,
He
That's
could have
the
got
part
it.
that-
But
Look at my face.
he could have
Look
gone.
at my face.
But it was worth the wake up. I woke
I
up to
love that.
breakfast. Thank you.
All right, well, Darius, let's get into your topic.
Do it.
I feel like I should do mine last. You don't think so?
Darius, let's get in your topic.
Okay. I feel like mine is a closer, so that's why I was saying that. I think hers would probably be better to open, but we'll just open with mine then. Okay, so mine is, what are your plans for Valentine's Day?
Ooh.
So as far as me, I don't have any plans for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't have anything going on.
Respect.
It's not all. It's nothing all about it. I'm cool with that. I'll be in the house, or I'll probably go and catch a movie, or probably go do something for myself that's very romantic or not romantic. But I'm not picky. I'm cool with just being alone. For
I like
Valentine's Day.
that. One thing that I think is cool, especially when you're in your, even when you're dating someone, or if you're in your single season, I speak about this on my podcast, on my Car Dating Chronicles. You don't have to you can date yourself.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, if you plan on doing something just with yourself and for yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. We don't need to be hung up in, it needs to be someone, just like Kaylee
Yeah,
said,
I'm
you're
not
a
gonna do
third
that.
wheel sometimes.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
have
okay because you're a third wheel if you're not in a relationship. I've been third wheel plenty of times on dates, and Valentine's Day or be invited to parties or galentines. And then, like
See,
you
I
said,
haven't done that.
Yeah.
I haven't been
Yeah.
a third date for anybody, but I have no problem with being alone.
like you said, being by yourself and just doing something romantic to yourself, or what do you want to do?
I'm not gonna push it. Like I'm not the type of person to like push something and like try to force something or try to like jump and be in a relationship just because it's a holiday like Christmas or Thanksgiving or Valentine's Day. Or
it doesn't work
anything.
that way. Yeah. It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
work.
people love to do that though.
They do.
People
So my
love to do that.
question to you, Darius, is what are you gonna do for yourself?
What's today?
Thursday.
Valentine's
13th?
Day is
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Is it tomorrow?
It's
Okay.
close.
Couple hours.
So it's Friday. You know what? I work. I work during the day, and I think I get off at around 8:00, y'all.
All right.
So I might just go and just go home and run a bath. I'm gonna run a bath. Give me some food. That's it.
Well,
Go to
that's
sleep.
chill. I think it's chill.
Have
You
some
think
wine.
I got your gift.
You
Is
did?
that yeah?
You got me a gift?
So it's safe to say you will no longer be alone. It's over there. Can you give Miss Gift a little
Which
baggie?
one? The with the hearts?
With the puppy in it. Yeah, you have a plus
I'm
one.
not gonna be alone.
You will not be alone. Huh?
So cute.
Oh
He's
no,
so
no, no! Safe
handsome.
sex,
I
baby.
want
Safe
y'all to
sex.
see it.
Oh, wait.
She's protected.
She's protected.
She's
Okay.
protect. She's in the plastic. Keep her. Keep it in the plastic. Oh, that's so cute.
It's adorable.
I did something right.
Thank you.
I love that.
Why I do though?
Well,
Wow.
I love that. Oh my goodness.
You
that
dropped
is-
something. Mm.
Who?
I'm just playing.
Oh, I'm like, what? What was that? Darius, thank you.
Thank you, honey.
Yana.
I'm actually glad that you went first because, see, my section is single in the city.
Yes.
Because as somebody who's recently single, I don't know what I'm going to do for Valentine's Day either. So I really went in depth in thinking about, okay, what am I going to do for myself? So if you're single in the city, you could be either happy or sad about it, right?
Right.
So if you're sad about it, what I would recommend is doing something like you said for yourself. You either creating what I call like a self-love box.
Yep.
So like a big box that you put together with all your favorite things. For me, it would be face masks, my little favorite chocolate candies. I like the Lindt chocolate with the coconut inside because I'm a
Self-care.
coconut.
Self-care.
Yes, self-care day.
Love that.
Or if you're upset about it, a rage room. A rage room. So I'm glad you asked. A rage room is literally a event space where you go in. They have a bunch of breakable materials that you can literally break. They put you in a hazmat suit, give you a bat, and say, "Go to
I've
town."
seen that. I've
Write
seen
your
that
ex's
before.
name on a mug. Throw it at the wall. Just get it all out because your feelings matter, and it makes perfect sense to be upset. On Valentine's Day if you're alone, or even if you're in a relationship that you're not happy to be in,
And need to blow off some steam?
and get it out. Or you could also because like we're saying, times are hard. I don't know if y'all know, we were talking about a little bit of everything, chaos, craziness. Everybody doesn't always have the funds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To give themselves the best Valentine's Day possible. So I have a couple of options if you're on a budget.
Yes.
One of my favorite things to do for myself is Piedmont Park. It gets warm in Atlanta in February. Like, we're getting the changing of the seasons. Go outside and people watch. Get you your favorite drink, pack you your favorite snack, and go and get it the sun's rays. You know what I'm saying?
People
That's one of
watch.
yes,
Love
that's
it.
one of my favorite budget activities.
And then the other singles might be out there too.
Amen.
Somebody.
Preach. They're
Piedmont Park.
jogging.
Right.
They're walking their dogs.
Everybody's like,
Piedmont Park.
You're getting the vibes. You're getting it, Darius.
y'all getting the ATL vibes.
Absolutely.
Period.
So what else would you suggest? Like you said, you had on something if you don't have a whole lot of money. What do
No.
you suggest for mid?
Now, if you have a little bit of coin in your pocket, you know what I'm saying, you can take yourself to one of the best restaurants in Atlanta. So one of my favorites is Poor Calvin's. Have y'all ever been to Poor
Oh.
Calvin's?
I heard about it.
I love
It's
Pork
Asian
Calvin.
Southern fusion food.
They got that good lobster.
Was it Biscayne?
Lobster fried rice.
Infused with what?
Just the lobster fried rice.
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
Infused with what?
Hey,
Oh, I wish.
French.
But it's a fusion. So it's Southern food and
it.
Asian food together. And it's brilliant. But there's a million amazing restaurants you can take yourself to. But I
shout out to
definitely
Port
recommend a
Calvin's.
self-date. Shout out to Poor Calvin's. And if you got big money, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying she a gold digger, but if you got big money, do a spa day at one of our lovely hotels here in Atlanta. Like the Waldorf Astoria, the
Nice.
W, Ritz-Carlton. Go get you a spa package, that facial, that massage. Enjoy the sky views. Like, we have a lot to offer. So no matter how much coin you have in your pocket, you can find something to do in Atlanta.
I
So,
love that.
like
Thank
that.
you so much for that because not everyone is. One thing Atlanta is, it's a lot of singles.
hello.
It's a lot of singles. It's a lot of married people. It's a lot of people, but it's a lot of singles, and you hear about people complaining.
A lot of
about
married
being
people
single.
saying they're single.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that are married and pretending they're single. But anyway, it's good to know that it is things. It is a single-friendly city. It is things to do. And that's super exciting. And thank you for that. I
Yeah,
love
no
that.
worries.
That is awesome. Okay, so I wanted to ask everyone what their relationship status is. If you guys don't mind.
Oh, I can't
Just
wait.
a little bit. So I'll start with myself.
Ooh, not to the right.
I'm gonna start with myself, and then I'm gonna move to the I am in a relationship.
Oh,
I have been in a relationship for we're going on like 8 months now, so it still hasn't made the year mark. But prior to that, I was single for years. So this is it's awesome, and I have to say this has been the healthiest relationship I have been in.
Oh, that's
and
good.
so it's exciting, and so this past year has been a first of everything. We did our first, birthdays together and our first holiday, Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that. And so it's the first Valentine.
That's why I was looking like that when you gave him the gift and then you gave the commentary up. I knew you liked sense. So
Yeah.
I was like, wait, she got a man, don't she? Like,
I
maybe
do.
she. So that's why I was giving the look because it was like you did so much research. But
Well, no. Here's the thing. When we decided we were going to gift each other, I reached out to Callie and I asked him what kind of chocolate you like because I like to give with intent. And if you would have been the person, I'd asked you because first of all, I love to give gifts. That's like my thing to do. And receiving gifts
Note
is my
to
love
self.
language. Yes, I love it. Yes, I love to give gifts.
Give
But
toy gifts.
I got but I want to always give someone something that they like.
yeah.
Because it's nothing worse than getting something you're like, what the hell?
I'll
is
give
this
you
with
that.
this? So it's super exciting. But that was it.
Well,
But
I
I'm
wanted to
in a
explain my
relationship.
look. That was
Yes.
the reason for my
We
look.
got all right. Real quick, we're gonna go down the line. Callie, where you at with it?
I'm single with it right now.
Are you ready to mingle?
Right now it's a difficult position I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I got my music career popping off. I'm supposed to be playing on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? If I get more details, I'll let.
Please let us know.
But yeah,
You single right now?
Yeah.
But you open to date?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're
absolutely.
gonna revisit that.
Yeah,
We're gonna get you on Cardain Chronicles. Miss
Yeah.
Kaylee.
Can we get the picture that I gave
Miss
before I
Kaylee?
answer? Can we get the picture I gave? Is that possible?
Yeah. And what's your relationship status?
Okay, so my relationship status is I am single. Hey,
Hi.
please can we get the picture?
We got a couple minutes left, so we got Christian in there.
So
Thank
my
you.
relationship, the picture we kept secret, the one we talked about with the. Yeah, that one right there. Okay, so my relationship status is single, but what intrigued me was when you guys were talking about, being single and not having anything to do. So what I did was I took the initiative and I called my best friend, who is not single, but the person that they're dating doesn't live in Atlanta.
Sweet.
So I called him and I asked, can I be your Valentine?
Oh, cute.
And without any questions, he said, yes. What do you want to do, Kaylee? Now, I did push the envelope because he has a little coin. So I did say STK.
period.
And I got, I said STK. Listen. I know what's in the account.
Hello.
But I still got shut down. And I got shut down, but I was wise enough to go with the alternative that fit my liking. So I said no.
He said you want to
Foco the child.
He said you want to stay.
I said Foco the
That
child.
was good.
And he said yes.
Keep that steak coming.
So don't tell him the price yet. He doesn't know the price for Foco the child yet.
He don't need to.
But that
You're
is
worth it.
So
Yeah.
we only got a couple more minutes left, so I'm gonna go down the line. But since Christian just walked in here, Christian, what's your relationship status, babe?
My relationship status is my relationship status.
Oh wow.
Now, as we I am talking to somebody.
Okay, sounds good.
They're watching. They're watching
I
this.
know the truth.
They want to make sure you tell the
I'm a
truth.
Pisces.
Oh dear.
I know
I mean, I'm always tell the truth.
I
but,
love
you
that.
know, I'm a Pisces. Okay?
Now,
Spicy
Darius.
season. Did you give him my picture?
Spicy season.
And did I get in your picture?
Did you give him my picture?
No,
No?
I did not.
Of course you didn't. Nah, just playing. But anyways, no, I'm single.
sorry.
It's okay. I'm single,
Was that so
and
that people knew that you were
yeah, I was
single?
gonna. It's okay though.
Was you fully dressed?
Yes.
Oh
He
shoot.
was. We're gonna show it next time.
To the T.
Yes, he
To the
was.
T.
Yes, so sorry.
But
Anyway,
don't
so
worry
Darius,
about
what's
it.
your relationship
But
status?
right now I'm very single, y'all, and I am.
Are you ready to mingle?
No, not really. I'm kind of busy right now these days, and I'm trying to
You focusing on your career?
focusing on my career
Ain't that
and
what
my
everybody
craft
saying they
and my
single?
money.
Oh,
and everything.
man, stop,
I am
stop.
so serious, y'all. It's a new year. I've been in a relationship, not really a relationship, in situationships all my life. All
so
my
you need to
life,
pause.
up until now.
You take
Oh,
a pause.
wow.
I'm taking a break. I'm going on a little hiatus. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing.
Ain't no
And ain't
wrong with
nothing
that.
wrong with
I
that.
understand.
It's the best
What'd you say?
thing.
I say ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shut it, man. Get out here. What's
I
up?
might have a little, I might have a little relation, some kind of,
We got one
Relations
minute.
are
Now,
gonna be
One
related.
minute left. Yana, what's your relationship status, baby? And
Happily.
you touched on it.
Yes, happily single. Happily
Happily
single.
single.
Happily single. I love
And
being
she's-
single. I've been in relationships also since I started dating. And I want to focus on loving myself, being myself, and building other relationships. And speaking of building relationships, I have a gift for you, Kaylee. Yeah, right over here. It's something for us girls. It's something for the girls.
Oh my God!
It's something for the girls.
Can I
for you to be, because you're already my favorite. So
I can't see that, man.
you're already my
What
favorite. It's you and me.
What is
It's
Is it
eggs and
pasty?
bacon. I wish. Oh, I wish.
This is
First of
true.
all, I
You know
love
what?
that
You know
said
what?
It's you and me. That is adorable.
You know what, Kaylee? We're gonna make them pasties. We're gonna turn them into pasties. We're gonna turn them into
Yeah,
pasties.
and do a photo shoot.
Yes, we're gonna turn them into pasties.
Well, since we're all
And then I
giving
got you a little bit of
gifts,
self-care.
More pasty.
Gummy worms.
Oh, it's my favorite. In typical heterosexual male fashion, I'm just playing.
Hey, you know,
I would never do you
didn't
like
even
that.
rap it, huh?
I love gummy worms.
This is for my friend Christian who just came on the show, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh my
Candy for everybody.
This was great. This was such an exciting,
like it's not you and
exciting
me.
Oh, he
show.
took his
Thank you
gift
so
like-
much for coming
Oh.
through. I
I'm
think
like,
Christian
this
is
was
going to
an
go
eye.
grab something. I don't know. Maybe he's about to go get a gift for somebody. I'm so glad that we had a good show. It was a great loving show.
Great Christian Benoit fashions. Everybody gets a gift.
Ayana.
Oh, you get a gift.
Okay, oh,
You get a gift. You get a gift.
You get a gift.
Ayana, which color am I?
Oh, I'm screaming.
Which color am I?
You're the skinny legend.
Okay, I'll take that.
Thank you. You're the bacon. You're the skinny
tell them how we
legend.
go
I
together.
live. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love it so much.
Okay.
I know
Oh, drama.
Drama llama.
Drama, because I would take that. All right, we're about to wrap up. Marquez is getting. Marquez is not here. Marquez, we missed you this show. Thank you
you got
so
your stuff you asked
much for joining us with ATL Vibes. We will see you next. We'll see you next week.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
Hold on, Christian, with my candy.
I thought you got one.
I ain't get no candy with my candy,
Y'all be
Christian.
safe. And we're-